TV show Shark Tank is back, and it introduces product makers to self-made millionaires who are then willing to fund the dreams of some of the inventors. This season, they're introducing two more millionaires, Mark Cuban and Jeff Foxworthy. And today, we're doing our own TCL Shark Tank here. We found some kid inventors and a couple of experts. So first up, patent attorney with Fish & Richardson, Matt Samuel, is back with us today. And we've got a life science teacher who helps kids develop their invention ideas. These are his students from Highland Park Junior High School. We have Greg Basil here with us today. Hey guys. I always, whenever I meet teachers, I kind of like revert back to thinking I need to only call you Mr. Basil. You, I just can call Matt. You,
absolutely.
Mr. Basil. Are you okay?
That works.
All right, good. Okay, so we have some fantastic kid inventors. They're all ladies, and I'm really excited to see what they've come up with. So let's welcome Tiana DeClue-Potter with the U-Lock. Hi, Tiana.
Hi.
So you're a 7th grader?
Yep.
Highland Park Junior High School?
Mm-hmm.
Is this guy your teacher?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Basil. Has he ever given you detention?
No.
Okay, that's good to know. But you've got a cool invention, huh?
Yes.
What is it?
This is the U-Lock, and it prevents a door from opening when the lock has broken.
So what do you do?
Well, this expands, and you can tighten it onto the door, and you use the bathroom, well, and then you shut the door.
Yeah.
And when you're done using the bathroom, you just grab the bottom of the door and open it, and you just remove the lock.
Oh my gosh, so that way if you're in one of those broken bathrooms, oh look, you even have a video demonstration. This is outstanding. Then you're in a broken bathroom and you don't have to wedge your foot up against the door, which has happened to me. Matt, Samuel, what do you think?
It's happened to me as well.
Yeah.
I like it. I bet you could sell it very inexpensively, which is always important. So I think it's a great idea. What's your next idea? Where are you going to go with this?
I'm not quite sure yet.
Still kind of trying to decide?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you think, Mr. Basil?
It solves a real-life problem. You go into the bathroom, the lock doesn't work, and you might not want to use that stall.
That is a problem.
This solves that.
And it's a little thing that you can just keep in your purse, which I like. Because I think probably more women would tote it around than guys, because you're not going to, like, put it in your pocket. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Tiana, nice job. Guys, what do you think of Tiana's invention? Thank you. Nice job. Okay, next up we have Grace Haley, and Grace is also a 7th grader at Highland Park Junior High School, and you have an invention called what?
The pumpkin protector.
Tell me about the pumpkin protector.
The pumpkin protector, it stops squirrels from eating jack-o'-lanterns during Halloween.
Oh, what is it?
It's wax, chili powder, and garlic powder.
Oh my gosh, and what did you do, like melt it all together?
Mm-hmm, and then mix it up with 1 teaspoon of chili powder and 1 teaspoon of garlic powder.
And then what do you do with it?
You just rub it on. It's kind of like a crayon, and it's clear.
And then it keeps the squirrels. I have a major squirrel issue in my backyard. That is so cool. How did you come up with that?
Well, I did some research, and I found out that squirrels really dislike garlic and chili powder. And I didn't want it to come off, so I used wax and mixed it all together.
Okay, this is pretty smart.
We have a future scientist here.
You got it right there, huh?
That is a great idea. I've never heard of it, but I bet it will work wonderfully. I love it.
I feel like you could package that up in garden stores all over the place. What do you think, Mr. Basil?
Again, a real good real-life problem. You know, you spend 10 hours on your pumpkin with a Dremel tool, and you don't want it destroyed by the hungry neighborhood squirrels.
That's an A, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So are you thinking, like, you're thinking when you grow them in the garden, too? Because then could you just wash it off when you want to eat it? If you wanted to do, I mean, I suppose you could do that with any sort of thing that you had growing in the garden, right?
Yep, like gourds or other pumpkins.
Yeah, or like maybe cucumbers, whatever they like. Nice work.
Thank you.
The Grace Haley, very good. Thank you very much. Man, I'm impressed by this. This is good. Okay, Carly is here. Carly is a 5th grader from Victoria Elementary School in Victoria. And what is your invention, Carly?
This is the wet head absorbinator.
The wet head absorbinator. It sounds like a superhero or something. So what does it do?
Well, it has a towel right here for when your hair is wet and you have to go to bed right away because it maybe is late.
Yeah.
So
it's
then,
bedtime.
So then my pillow won't get wet, and there's a chamois right here, and a towel over that.
So you're kind of layering it up. Do you think you could maybe do them in like different colors to match your bed? What color is your bed? Blue?
No, it's purple.
It's purple. So you'd probably need a purple one. Okay, what do you guys think?
Well, I like it. You know, now, my kids never go to bed anyway, so it might not be as good for them, but for a lot of people, I think it would be great.
Yeah. I think it could also be useful if you have someone in your family who's sick and maybe has a fever.
Yeah.
And they're kind of like sweating at night. Ugh. Okay, Mr. Basil, what do you think?
Again, going to bed with wet hair. I remember I used to have that problem, not anymore. But again, I always tell my kids, find a good real life problem that is an issue with people, and your invention needs to solve that somehow. And this, again, does that perfectly.
Have you used this, Carly?
Yeah,
And
I have.
so you have a lot of, you have long, lovely hair, so it probably gets really wet.
Yeah.
And do you wake up and is there any, your actual pillow damp at all?
No.
No, completely dry. Fascinating. Thank you, Carly. Nice job. That's very cool. All right, last up we have Kayla Ryan, and okay, you look like Carly. You're the other girl. They look very similar, like Grace. You kind of threw me off a little bit. You guys should be friends. Okay, Kayla is a 6th grader at Dakota Hills Middle School, and what have you come up with?
I came up with the Twinkle,
Okay.
and it's a portable nightlight.
Okay.
It runs on rechargeable batteries and uses LED lights, and it has different brightnesses and colors.
Oh.
So you could take this camping if you wanted a nightlight while you were camping.
Okay. Or maybe to like a hotel room or a sleepover or something.
Yeah.
If you weren't sure what someone's nightlight situation was.
Yep.
So what are you doing? You're turning that little thing?
Yep, I'm turning the knob, and it'll turn to different colors, and it'll turn to different brightnesses.
Oh, and what does it run on? Batteries?
Yeah, rechargeable ones. So.
Rechargeable ones. So they just, I guess, is it just like typical AA ones or
Yep.
something? And then you can just charge them up.
Yeah.
The Twinkle.
I like it. And what I could see going forward is to maybe try to shrink it, which I bet you could do, because I think this would be great for travel, for especially camping and outdoor things.
Yeah.
It'd be a great idea.
Neat. Okay, Mr. Basil, what do you think?
I just had a energy audit at my house yesterday, and the gentleman that came out was telling us that LED lights are really going to be the light of the future.
The way that it goes.
Wow.
So you had a friend
nice.
who used this for quite some time, huh?
Yeah.
How long?
She used this for about a month every night, and she didn't have to recharge it at all.
So it doesn't use that much battery power. That's really cool. So I would think too, as you develop that, you could make you could put different characters on them. So if you have a kid that likes Disney things or something like that, and you could put it all on there. Pretty cool. Thank you. Nice job, Kayla. These are some smart kids. I mean, sometimes, Matt, you've been here before. Sometimes we have inventions that it's I can see that. And, some you can sort of envision going further than others. I think all of these are pretty viable.
They're great, and it's cool just to see the different range of things. We've got someone whipping something up in the kitchen to keep the squirrels out.
Yeah.
A night light, the wet head problem. It's wonderful to see these sort of things.
Mr. Basil, is that what you see in your classroom? These kids, they come up with it on their own, right?
Yeah, it's nice to see the innovation, and they're young enough. They're not inhibited by some of the things that maybe adults might, create a barrier, hold us back. And,
Yeah.
So.
I think you got to get these kids to patent this stuff and get yourself a commission, Mr. Basil.
Well, okay.
It's
We should talk. We need to talk.
Okay, thanks so much. Well, we are looking for more Minnesota inventors, and all you have to do is send us an email describing your invention, how you came up with the idea, and we might invite you to appear on Twin Cities Live. Don't forget the season premiere of Shark Tank. It's going to be right here on 5 Eyewitness News. It's Friday at 7 o'clock. Thanks a lot, you guys.